Hey everyone. So I just want to say thanks for everyone to coming on tonight to learn a little bit about how to use Facebook properly. Facebook is a great platform in order for us to reach out to people all around the world without having to necessarily get on the phone or do emails. Lots of people use Facebook, so it's a great place to get on and start talking. So this is basically going to be a simple do's and don'ts of Facebook and some of the things that you should be aware of when you're on Facebook. So um, just a couple of reasons why Facebook is so important. So some of the stats of Facebook since October of last year. There's over 1.35 billion active users that are actually on Facebook, and over 864 million log in every single day. In Europe, for example, there's over 223 million people that are actually on Facebook. A couple of stats that are important to know: the highest traffic actually occurs midweek, so Tuesday to Thursday between 1 and 3. Thursdays and Fridays engagement is 18% higher. So what do you mean by engagement? Engagement is when people might actually talk back to you. They might get involved in conversations. So if you're going to try to market Facebook at all for Karatbars, you want to try to maybe concentrate when engagement is at its highest, right? Just makes sense. 50% of all 18 to 24-year-olds go on Facebook as soon as they wake up. So, they hit their alarm clock and they're looking at their phones. So if we can get in front of them, then we can get the word out faster. So Facebook is very powerful when it's used correctly, but it can also be quite destructive. Some of you on here may have heard of a network marketing company called Empower Network. Back in 2012, the affiliates were on Facebook and they were literally spamming like crazy on timelines, groups, pages, etc. So the users of Facebook actually complained it was so bad. And Empower Network linking a website to Empower is now prohibited on Facebook. Is Empower Network still on Facebook? Yes, they are. They have a Facebook page. You can go on and find information, but there's no linking allowed. So the spammers, the real bad ones, actually had their IPs banned from Facebook. So just keep in mind whenever you're on Facebook and you're promoting Karatbars, you could ruin it for everyone else if you don't do it right. So please don't be a spammer. Here's a pretty good picture of one. You have to join me, right? So what is a spammer? Spamming, defined by Wikipedia, basically is the use of electronic messaging systems to send unsolicited messages, in other words spam, especially advertising, as well as sending messages repeatedly on the same site. And we'll go into this a little bit further when I bring up a couple of videos for everyone to take a look at. So Facebook spam, nobody likes this. So how should we use Facebook then? Well, Facebook, remember, this was created by college students, right? So all they ever wanted to do was find a way to connect with people. What's going on the weekend, exchange notes for studying. It was about connecting people to people. It was never meant to be a business. Karatbars is also about connecting people. So we want to talk to people, share our ideas, but we don't want to get in their faces with it. Make sure you're a person on Facebook. You're not a business. Business can come later, but the first thing you want to do is develop a relationship with the people you're talking to. Make sure to use Facebook wisely or we'll wind up like Empower Networks. So just try to avoid spamming links all over the place. The best thing you can do is create curiosity. People that aren't part of something see someone having fun. They're curious. They're going to ask you questions. You won't even have to bring it up. They'll bring it up to you. Hey, what are you doing, right? So one of the more important parts is Karatbars compliance. So section 9, there's actually we're going to go into the compliance section right now. I'm just going to play a quick little video here. Everyone can watch it.
One to access. So what you want to do is click on My Account, go to your dashboard here, and you want to go down to Downloads, and on the Downloads, click on English, scroll down to the Compliance PDF. All affiliates, when you sponsor someone new, someone in your downline, you should tell them they must read this, they must understand it, and they must adhere to it. Karatbars is very strict on this, and not adhering to this could actually result in being let go from the company. So With regards to the topic at hand today, we're going to worry about number 9. So down at the bottom of number 9 it says, no advertisement shall be made on any and all public platforms using the name Karatbars International. What this means is if you go on anything, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, even LinkedIn, those are all public platforms. And using the name Karatbars International is actually prohibited. No advertisement shall be used. So keep that in mind when you're online and you're promoting Karatbars. We're going to get into ways that you can do it that allows this rule to not be broken and yet still get the idea out there to the masses. So make sure you're familiar with all these rules and share them with your downline.
All right, so we're back. So basically, this means that advertising on Facebook, putting links to Karatbars, it's against company policy, and there's a good reason for it, and we're going to get into that in a minute. So your personal profile. Your profile picture must be you. If you're going to start using Facebook to promote Karatbars, as we said, Facebook is about connecting people. So, would you, it should be a picture of you, clearly identifiable. Would you want to do business with this guy if he's putting that as his profile picture? Probably not. So make sure it's you. A professional picture is actually best. So if you happen to have any, wedding photos or something that looks really good, use that. Otherwise, if you have some stock photos that has your face, fine, you can use those. Just make sure you're identifiable and it's clear. Your cover photo is promoting you as well, not Karatbars. And we're going to get into why that's important in a minute. Vacations, pictures, a hobby, sport, family, something personal, but not really personal. Vacation, there's a good example. Put that up as your cover photo. Just show the lifestyle that Karatbars can provide. Relax your privacy settings just a little bit. I'm not saying let everything open to the world. A lot of people don't like prying eyes in their profiles, and that's fine. I'm not telling you to open everything up, but people do join people, not opportunities. So let them see a little bit of you, some of your likes, your hobbies. You don't have to go into all your closest friends and stuff, but a little bit is good. So why no Karatbars on your profile? Very simple reason, it's one word, Google. So people will basically see that you've got this stuff on your profile, and we're going to go into this, I'll show you in a video in a minute. But they will actually believe what they find through Google by some random blogger before they'll believe the words of a trusted friend. So try not to let anyone research something without you having a chance to first introduce them. So your About Me section. So if you have a website or your Karatbars landing page, by all means put that in there. Where you live, your past education, your job, email, phone numbers and addresses are optional. Depends on your level of comfort as far as letting things out there. Depends how far you want to push the idea of promoting Karatbars using Facebook. One thing to remember, guys, I was going to mention this at the start, just make sure that you understand this is not designed to be a replacement for the training that we give as affiliates or as leaders to the affiliates. Three-way calls, home meetings, using your upline. This is the #1 way you want to go. This Facebook training is simply another tool for you to use if you choose to. So again, some more of, just showing off the lifestyle. So before we go into the status updates, we'll just show a quick video on profile.
Okay, so as we're talking about Facebook and setting up your profile, I guess the first thing you need to know is what does my profile look like? When other people that aren't my friends look at me. So what we'll do, we'll go to, this is my my Facebook page. Yeah, I shared a $43 hot dog. I guess some of you have seen this post in Switzerland. So basically, if you want to know what you look like to other people who are not your friends, you click on this little dots at the side here of your picture and you click on View As. So when you click on View As, now this is what the public can see, people who are not your friends. So it'll show you some of the posts that you put on that you put public. If you put only friends, then only friends can see them. Your likes, your photos. There's ways you can set specific albums up in your privacy settings so that some albums can be just for friends, some albums can be just for very close friends, and some albums can be public. So some of the pictures that I share go into a public album because, it's just funny stuff from the internet, so I'm not worried about anyone looking at that. So, but if you look at my profile, you'll see, I share all kinds of funny stuff, crazy videos, things from the past. Shared a Mike Maloney video here. Just basic things, little things I find on the internet that make me laugh. I ran the numbers, we can afford a pony. Just little things that, people can either connect with, or just so they can see that I'm a person that it's not hiding behind something on Facebook. So we'll scroll back up to the top here. So we talked about the profile picture. So your profile picture is right here. And so you want that to show you. Like we said, you don't want it to be some random thing of, guns or flowers or, if you want to use Facebook to promote a business, you need to be a person. People connect with people, like we said. So they want to be able to see you. That's a picture of me and my wife. We were at a friend's wedding. And then your cover photo, you want it to be something that means something to you. In this case, I'm a volunteer firefighter here in Manotick. That's Steve Moore right there. I'm kind of up behind this guy. You can't see it because of this bar, but anyways, so this is what I chose as a cover photo. I actually get a lot of comments on this from totally random strangers. They like the photo. So that's kind of what you want to do. No Karatbars up here. No anywhere on here. And we'll get into that in a minute. So we'll go back to just me here. And so we have our privacy settings. So I have any of the posts that I've put up, you'll see the little planet here, public, right? Another one here, public. This is stuff I don't care if the public sees me sharing it. It's not a photo of at a family get-together or a picnic or something special with friends or family. This one here, for instance, these are my cats in my house. So this is only shared with friends. I didn't select to share this with public because it's more of a personal picture. Maple Leafs I shared with friends. I suppose I could share this with the public. Hey, why not? We found the source of the problem with Leafs jerseys. Basic things. So this one I shared public. So go through some of these things and just put some basic stuff out there that the public can see, so that they're and you can go back years, as long as you've been doing this. You can go all the way back to some old posts just by selecting a year and putting it public, and people will see it. Your About Me section. So this is it right here. So I can edit this. This is my About Me section. So you want to try to fill this out so people know, who they're looking at here. So we've got, your workplace. My regular job is with the City of Ottawa. Didn't put any professional skills. I went to college, Algonquin. I went to Swarthmore High School. Places I've lived, Ottawa. Contact basic info. So here I have a Karatbars landing page. This is not in people's faces. If they come and look for this, they can look at this if they want. And if we open the link, we all know where this takes you. It's to the video site, right? With your username. So if people want to look at that, they can. I'm not putting it in anyone's face. There's a phone number here. Again, this I didn't put. This is only me. You can see this, so you guys can now see it. But information, basic information that only I can see. See, this is, you can see here, it's locked. Family relationships. I'm married to Jane Tor. I've got some family members, and just some basic details. I haven't filled everything out yet. So you want to keep your About Me section fairly open. I mean, I'm not telling you to put everything about your life in there. I understand some people don't like to be too public on Facebook, and that's fine. Why don't we want to put Karatbars here? Well, here's what's going to happen. People are going to see a Karatbars logo here or there, and this is what they're going to do. They're going to go here, right? Google, and they're going to type in Karatbars. And so, what do we got? Scam, investment program. Is it a scam? Is it real? There's all kinds of negative stuff here. So they're going to see these things, and then what they're going to do is they're going to type Karatbars scam in Google. And then you're going to get, is it a scam? Yes, in my opinion. Karatbars scams, complaints. Is this a pyramid scheme? Rip-off reports. All this kind of stuff that before you even get to open the door and share Karatbars with people who are on your friends list, they're already going to have a predetermined opinion. Oh, that's that gold thing you're doing. No, that's a scam. Before you even get to talk to people. So try to limit public displays of Karatbars. First of all, compliance is we're not allowed to. Second of all, that's exactly what's going to happen, and it's going to stop you before you even get started.
So, if we're not allowed to, promote Karatbars on Facebook, exactly what are we supposed to do? How do we promote this? So some status update do's. Let's get into some of the things you can and probably should do. So inspirational quotes. This is basically what you're doing is you're just trying to inspire people to like your stuff, and they'll look at it more often, right? So just you can just type this into Google, inspirational quotes, and hit pictures, and you'll get all kinds of things. Stop wishing, start doing. Pictures with leaders, again, not the company name. Let people ask what's that picture? Where are you? Who are you with? But respond via messaging. Don't respond on your timeline, right? Keep it to a private conversation. Pictures at events, other things, right? Home meetings, trainings. Basically what that does is it adds credibility to you. It shows that, number one, you're not doing this alone. It shows that you have support from other people, and also some people, they just need social proof. They need to see that you're actually part of something, that you're doing something, and you're part of a group that's having fun. Everyday life stuff, put up funny videos, your pets, your kids. There's that's my dog Lexi. She gets a lot of airtime on Facebook because she's a big clown. Most importantly, keep it positive, and try not to go into some of the negative topics, right? Some status updates that we do not want to see. So we do not want to see posting company of the website constantly, right? It looks spammy. We just went over that. And of course, people will Google it. And then of course, they'll just add the word scam to it, and that's the end of it. Everyone on here knows that Karatbars is the farthest thing from a scam. The problem is a lot of people on the internet are opinionated, and they don't understand what they're talking about. So we need to educate them before they have a chance to educate themselves, as they like to put it, with bad information. So one thing you want to try to do is avoid the rabbit hole topics, right? So you've got politics, religion, any other kind of divisive, polarizing topics. Things like, I don't know, abortion or same-sex marriage. All these topics, they'll never get solved, and it'll just lead to arguments. And those aren't the kind of people you want working with you who want to fight all the time. So I actually made a decision to change on Facebook. I was big into politics a couple of years ago. I still am, but not on Facebook anymore. It's not attractive. It's never going to solve anything. So try and not do that. I went back through my Facebook, and I probably deleted about 200 posts on politics stuff. So try to avoid that. Here's what's going to happen if you start spamming stuff all over the place. You're going to become a member of the NFL. Guess what the NFL stands for, guys? It's called the No Friends Left Club. Let's not do that, because you're going to start alienating your friends. You're going to say, get out of here. I don't want to listen to this stuff. You're spamming me with your Karatbars, blah, 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 and they're just going to unfriend you. Sure, they're going to be your friend in real life, but they don't want to see that on Facebook. That's not why people go on Facebook, right? So what you want to do is create curiosity. So how do we do this? So what you can do is when people see something or someone having fun, making money, or having success, they probably want in, right? Or at least they'll ask you what it is. But how do we do that without actually saying the word Karatbars International? You create it through status updates so that people approach you. And some examples that you can use are, for instance, wow, this new business I started online is going outrageously well. It's very exciting. Or I recently joined an e-commerce company. I'm having a blast. Very simple, and that's it. So here's an example of one that I did probably a few months ago. And it was not long after I started. I'm hoping this is readable for you guys. Recently started a new business. I'm excited. It's pretty cool. Look what happened. I had a whole bunch of people ask, what are you talking about? Details. You want to hire me? What? Where? What are you doing? What kind of business? These people want to know what I'm doing. Maybe they're into it. Maybe they're not. But here's what you want to, or how you want to deal with these comments. Do not engage anyone on there. Don't respond to anyone. You can say I sent you a private message, but do not respond there. What you want to do is send a private message to any people who responded positively, right? So anyone that's just asking for details, some people might come on there and be negative. Don't even bother answering them, because there's going to be more positive responses to this kind of statement than there's going to be negative. What do you do when you send them a message? Just talk to them as a person. And then when the time is right, use the scripts from the Karatbars Success Tools in the Vision 24K's Facebook Files tab. We're going to go into that in a minute, where you can find that and all those scripts that are written in there that are awesome to use. Do not respond to negativity, and for God's sake, don't get defensive. Some people might write on there, they might even know what you're doing, and they've already told you no. And they might even write on, oh, that's that pyramid scam. Don't even respond to them. Don't say nothing. Just ignore it. Move on to the next people. Remember, like Kenny always says, some will, some won't. So what? Move on to the next person. So post some updates or success stories. You can do that too. Oh my God, this business is so much fun. You wouldn't believe what's happening if I told you, right? Look at this. Just creates curiosity. People are excited, especially when you message them. It's like a secret now, right? No one else knows about what you've told them. Say there's a new product, a new team member from across the world, or someone won an incentive or a contest. Just keep the curiosity up and use messaging to communicate with the respondents. Keep it off your timeline. So what do people who would be interested in Karatbars look like? Imagine for a minute that you're the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. You're looking for go-getters, professionals, right? You want to look for active people. So in our case of Facebook, the activity is in likes, posts, and comments on different posts. You don't want to be looking for the negative Nancy's, because they're not going to be any fun to work with. Remember, we get to choose who we work with here. Pick the people you want to work with. Look for things like similar interests, so that way you guys can relate. So you can start off a conversation with a common interest, and then use questions to lead them towards something that they desire or a problem that they want to fix, and you can offer Karatbars as a solution. Look for the leaders, right? Those with more desire than excuses. Very important. People that you can tell want to go places. Stay away from the long-winded responders. Those are the people who have opinions and just want to make them heard. They're like the little dog that won't stop barking. They get argumentative, they politics and religion, etc., and they'll stop at nothing to prove you wrong. So these are the kind of people you want to try to avoid. So where do we go to find prospects? So search the groups and pages. I've got a video I'm going to show you shortly exactly how to do that and what kind of groups and pages you're going to look for. Some examples would be personal development, wealth creation, gold, silver, precious metals enthusiasts, groups and pages, coin collectors, any of the pages from Mike Maloney, Robert Kiyosaki, Peter Schiff, again, coin and bar bullion collectors, financial celebrities, right? So think about Dragon's Den and Shark Tank, those two shows that you see on TV. You think maybe there's some entrepreneurs hanging out in those pages? Guarantee you there are. Even some of the gold TV shows like Gold Rush on Discovery. People that watch that obviously have a bit of a liking to gold, right? So just get creative. Just take a step back and think, where would I find someone that might like Karatbars? And then just go searching for it. We'll show you how the search function works. It's amazing how far and how deep you can search with that program. So we're just going to go into a quick video here. This is a little bit long, about 10 minutes, and it's really going to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about.
Hey guys, so we're going to go through basically what to be looking for when you use the search function on Facebook. So here I'm on the Vision 24K page, and we're going to just do a search. So some of the things we were talking about where we can search, where we can find entrepreneurs, that kind of thing. So we'll type in Dragon's Den. Now one thing, guys, when you do the search here, you don't want to click this search button over here. You don't want to type enter. what you want to do is scroll right down to the bottom, click on Dragon's Den down here. So now what's going to happen is it's going to take us to a page where there's multiple things here from Dragon's Den that'll come up, and we can click on people, pages, places, and over here under more, click on groups. What you want to do is go to these groups. So there's only one, and it's 2 members. So we're not going to worry about that. So we're going to go back, and we're going to go on pages instead. So there's probably a fan page. Yeah, this looks like it right here. I've already liked it. This is the Dragon's Den Facebook page, and there's, as you can see, 125,000 likes. You think there might be some entrepreneurs in here? More than likely, right? So basically what we can do is go through this page and just start finding people like we talked about earlier, people that are active, people that are commenting, people that look like the kind of people that would be interested in getting into business in some way. So we're just going to find one here that's got a lot of comments underneath it, and we can go through that. So we'll look at this one here, 18 comments. So basically what I do is I just kind of look through the people here, see what they say, and pick someone that might look like either a professional or an entrepreneur. Again, this goes back to the importance of having your profile pic look professional, because this is kind of what comes out of it. So this guy is in Mississauga, Ontario. We'll click on him, see what he's all about. Click on his about section. So he doesn't have a whole lot of stuff here that we can find out about, but we can scroll through, see what he's posting about. So he's got a lot of stuff that we can look through. And looks like he might be a Leafs fan. We can talk about that if we wanted to. We can go into some of his photos, some of the things that he likes. And basically what you want to just do is find something that you can comment on here or like it. So not being his friend, we can't do that here. So what we'll do is we'll try something else. We'll go into a group instead. So we'll try a group that would have to, the discussion would be more about gold, I guess. So we'll try why buy gold and silver. So this is a group, guys, just so you know, I want to show you one thing about groups. I'm going to go back to this. When you do come back to here with the why buy gold and you go to groups, you're going to see some that are closed, and some that are public. The important thing to realize with the difference between public and closed groups is that if you're in a public group and you're posting things, it's going to show up on your timeline, so all your friends are going to see it. So you don't want to be driving your friends crazy with stuff, so try to stick to the closed groups if you want to be active in the groups. So this particular group here, why buy gold and silver, I'm a member here. One thing you want to make sure you do is come over here and look. So this has some rules in it. Always follow these rules. So here we have absolutely no spam promoting of your MLM affiliate companies on the wall. So that's here, right? So let's see, just because I'm curious, I've never actually looked at this. Let's type this in, Karatbars, and let's see what's happened. So, see, people here are spamming. I don't know who these people are. Spamming Karatbars in the group, even though the page rules specifically say don't do that. So all this does is bring bad publicity to us, and it makes us look bad. So let's try not to do that. What you want to do is interact with people. Look at what some of the people are saying. This Christy Hogg looks like she's the admin here, so I probably wouldn't, giving that her rules here say no spamming MLM affiliates, I probably wouldn't want to talk to her. But there's lots of members, so what we can do is click on the members at the top of the page here, and you can just kind of click through them and see if anyone stands out to you. And just find one and just kind of pick it out. So this guy is the owner and founder at the Financial Survival Network. Interesting. So on his personal page, he's got a big picture of gold here. So this is something, lives in Florida. He's from Jersey. You can see there's a lot of stuff here about gold, Panama gold and silver. There's lots of stuff here that he's put up. Listen, there's no way I was born to just pay bills and die. So what we could do is like this post here, and just put a quick comment. I couldn't need more. Okay. Just like that. Enter. So now this guy's going to see that you've liked and you've commented on a post that he did. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just click add friend. So what's going to happen is he'll see that I like this, that he'll see that I commented, and then but with the add friend we'll see what happens. Maybe he'll pick me as a friend and carry on a conversation. And here's the reason for this. So if you were to message him right now without being a friend, for those who don't know how the messaging system works, it could go to what's called your other box. So we'll just go up here to messages for now. We'll click on see all. So there's a bunch of messages here. You don't necessarily have to open up all your messages, but if you look here, you have your inbox, it shows 6, and here it shows other. If you click on other, this is your other box. This is where messages go that people send you messages that are not friends. So you might not ever even know this is here. Most people can't see it because it's grayed out. I'm sure some of you are probably looking at your messages right now. It's, oh my god, I got other messages. And you'll find some old messages here you never even knew you had. So that's where the messages would go if we weren't friends. So what I want to do is wait to see if he will accept my friend request. And if he does, then I can just send him a message and just say, hey, I saw your post, I liked it, you know, whatever you want to say to introduce yourself, where you're from. Just be a person. Just say, hey, I saw that post and I thought it was kind of cool. Checked out your profile. You look like a pretty interesting guy. Maybe someone I could even see myself doing business with. Something along those lines where you just kind of start talking to him. There's lots of posts here he's got about talking about buying silver and gold. There's lots of other things. This is just an example of someone, you know, you can talk to. So once the time is right to introduce Karatbars to the person, what you want to do is refer back to the memory jogger or the success tools files in our Vision 24K page. So I'll just go there now to refresh your memory for those of you that may not know where that is, because you're going to want to approach it as we've been shown to do. So here's the file section of our Vision 24K page, and you just scroll down. So here's your success tools. Right here is a file, and a little bit further down is memory jogger. And inside memory jogger and success tools, you're going to find the, as we mentioned earlier, the files that will give you scripts and things you can say to people to introduce the Karatbars opportunity to them. So that's basically it as far as Facebook goes. If you guys have any questions, you guys know where to find me on the Karatbars Vision 24K page. By all means, let me know if there's anything you want added, or if there's anything that you're not clear about. By all means, just comment in the chat window here, or just send me private messages on Facebook. Just make sure you send me a friend request first, because they might end up in my other box and I won't see them. All right.
All right, so that was a little bit of a low volume. Hopefully you guys can hear that fine. So here, what I'm going to show you guys an example conversation. It went on over a fairly long period of time, someone I was talking to. And guys, just make sure you stay professional. I didn't blank out anyone's names on those pages. I know you can go back to this recording and pause things and start picking names off. And let's try not to do that, because first of all, if you go after people like that and they say, hey, someone sent me a message, it'll get back to me and I'm not going to be happy. Second of all, it's really not very professional. We're on here to learn how to do this properly, and I'm doing this to help you guys out, so just keep that in mind, please. So here's the last conversation. So this is a gentleman I spoke to. He actually sent me a friend's request. I'm on a site called JS Mindset. It's visible in his comment there. It's Jim Sinclair Mindset. Jim Sinclair is a huge gold bug, and he's got a really good Facebook page. I recommend you guys checking it out. So basically I said, I asked him where we met, and he said that. So I said, oh, no problem. I was just curious. So he talked about the fireman picture, so I talked about that, and then he mentioned he was from Portugal. So the conversation went on, and I talked about, Facebook being, not a big deal, open it up, and he said, yeah, he doesn't like Big Brother. Then we got on to talking about port a little bit. So we're just having a conversation like normal people. There's no business here at all. Um, so we started talking about going back and forth trips and stuff, and then he got into following geopolitics in this particular conversation. And near the bottom, the bells went off for me. I used to be a stockbroker many years ago, so I have understood the fix for a long time. He's talking about the fix of fiat currency. So that for me was the open door right there. So I came back. I said, nice, given your background, I think I need to share something with you. And basically, given your knowledge, would you be curious if I told you I acquire my gold from a private company and I make money doing it at the same time? You have my attention. So that right there is a perfect way to introduce Karatbars. So then I have two videos that I like to share. This is the Karatbars one that we're all familiar with. It's about the 3-minute video. And then this one's about 12 minutes, and they're the ones that get shared probably the most often. And I made sure to say at the bottom that I don't know if this is something that would be a fit for you or not. So you're making him question whether or not he will actually like it. And frankly, I will continue on with or without you. But I think the latter would be much more fun. So basically, you're just kind of showing, here you go, take a look, let me know what you think. So then I waited a few days. I got back to him. I figured I'd read out to you quickly. Intriguing company, isn't it? What did you like best about what you saw? Not what was your opinion, not what did you think. What did you like best? Because you want to keep the conversation positive. So he says, hi, Todd. I'd seen some stuff online about Karatbars, but never really looked at it. Probably one of our Facebook spammers, right? That's probably where he saw it. So he's been introduced to it, but he doesn't know what it's all. So he thinks it's an intriguing idea. And he's wondering what sort of premium they have, and he says he could see the appeal, but it might not be for him. So as with anything, I said there's a premium. I sent him the cold hard facts video, right? This is all part of what we're shown. Such a simple program, da 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 da. So him and I are actually still in conversation, and I have a really good feeling that he's going to join us on Karatbars here. So that went really well. I was quite happy with that. So basically, in conclusion, guys, so what did we learn today? So Facebook is really important, but it must be used wisely, and it's only another tool in the toolbox. It's not to replace the initial trainings that we've all been shown how to do. Spamming links is not only against Karatbars rules, it simply does not work. And I don't know if you noticed when I was scrolling through that one website, or that one Facebook page, the people that were spamming those links, there was no comments there. There was no likes. There was no shares. It just doesn't work. People don't go on Facebook to get spammed and stuff like that. So brand yourself. Attraction marketing is what it's all about. Make people want to be part of whatever it is you're doing. Keep the profile positive with uplifting posts, positive posts. Don't go down the rabbit hole topics like we said, politics, religion, those kind of things. They just lead to arguments and nothing ever gets solved. Create curiosity, but answer in messages. So keep it so that people think you're telling them a secret and they're not, no one else knows about it. Don't engage at all on your news feed. So what kind of people we're looking for? Where do they hang out, right? Just get creative. Who do you think would like gold? What do you think they watch? What TV shows? What books do they read? Who do they listen to? Mike Maloney, Peter Schiff, that kind of stuff. But most importantly, have a conversation and be a person. Use leading questions, right? Start up the conversation. Always end a communication in a question to get them back into the conversation. And try to get them onto the topic of gold and finance before you start pounding them with Karatbars. And most of all, guys, have fun. So hopefully everyone got a little bit out of this. I know I enjoyed putting it together. I was quite thrilled when Stefan asked me to do this. So hopefully this helps everyone and helps bring you some success and an added tool in your toolbox. Thanks a lot, guys.